Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, ringtv.com, they conducted an interview with Freddie Roach. He talked about his fighters. He said Miguel Cotto, we don't know who's going to fight. It's rumored that it's going to be a guy that Robert Guerrero beat in 2014. Kama guy, who recently knocked out Jesus Soto Caras, whatever that means, to the welterweight division. Not really a fight I'm looking forward to. And another fight I'm not looking forward to is Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. I just think in 2017 with Joshua Klitschko, Manny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and now recently announced Canelo Triple G, there's a lot better fights that could have or should have been made for Pacquiao. But Freddie Roach is basically saying this is a tune-up to bigger and better things, which I don't understand because Pacquiao's last fight seemed relatively easy against Jesse Vargas, and I didn't really see anything. You know what I mean? Jesse Vargas was just dominant or anything like that really troubled him. And then before that, he fought Bradley, a guy I thought he already beat 2 times. So they asked him why pick Jeff Horn? Do you know what he even looks like and stuff like that? And he says it's basically what I told you. It's a 50,000 seat arena in Australia, so they're basically doing it for money and to milk the consumer because they know they can make money because Pacquiao never really fights in that area, in that region, and Jeff Horn is the hometown fighter, so they can use, oh, it's an undefeated guy who's from here. So that's what Bob Arum and Duco Events or whatever decided. Now the thing he said that was interesting, he said that Robert Garcia of Oxnard, he visited Freddie Roach's famous gym, the Wildcard Gym, and they asked him, Robert asked him, would Manny fight Mikey Garcia? And then Freddie Roach replies, of course, we'd love that. So I don't know, man. This is the crazy thing about boxing is when you're on top, there's everybody coming for you. Mikey Garcia, very technical, very good fighter, and he became a champion, and now there's so many different options for him. You heard Vasil Lomachenko is willing to fight a couple fights and then fight him at 135. I've heard the names swirling between Terrence Crawford and Mikey Garcia, who faced each other as amateurs, and then now the Pacquiao fight. Lucas Matisse said he's trying to get his hands on Pacquiao. So there's a lot of ways you can mix and match these guys. Mikey Garcia versus Pacquiao, that's a good fight. I don't, realistically speaking, I don't understand why the avoidance of Terrence Crawford. Why are they ducking him so bad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Mikey Garcia is a great fighter, but Mikey Garcia hasn't been as active as Terrence Crawford. He's not on the same side of the pond as Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's an in-home top-ranked fighter. You know what I mean? So why these other names, Jeff Horn and rabbits out the hat, when Bob Arum himself expressed the need and the desire to make Terrence Crawford versus Pacquiao, right? And not to mention, like I said, Crawford beat Mikey Garcia as an amateur. So to me, the likely candidate should be Terrence Crawford if he gets past Felix Diaz. But Mikey Garcia is still a good fight. He's a lightweight, so I don't know what. I doubt Pacquiao would come to 35, even though Freddie Roach has been on record multiple times saying he can make that weight. I don't think Pacquiao, being like an A-side and legend, I don't think he would concede that and come to Mikey Garcia's division, even if he can make it. I mean, Pacquiao does look a lot smaller. I've seen some recent training pictures. He looks a lot smaller, but I don't see him giving up that kind of leverage to Mikey Garcia. So I think Mikey Garcia would have to move up to at least 40, maybe even like what Chris Algieri fought him at, like 43 or something. But good fights. I want to see Terrence Crawford if he gets past Felix Diaz versus Manny Pacquiao. That's the top choice. But Mikey Garcia is another good consolation prize if Pacquiao gets past Jeff Horn, which I assume he will, unless we see the second coming of Buster Douglas in Australia. And Lucas Matisse, that's not a bad fight, but I'd like to see Lucas do a little bit more. Beating Emmanuel Taylor doesn't mean that you're in the spirits, if you will, and bounce back from your Victor Postal stoppage to fuck with Pacquiao. You know what I mean? That just simply doesn't stipulate that. So I'd like to see Lucas do a little bit more, maybe even fight like a Broner type, or just like a more of a true welterweight. The game is so crazy. Fights that I wouldn't mind as much aren't happening, and then the fights I don't want, like I wouldn't mind Lucas Matisse versus Jeff Horn, but Pacquiao's fighting him. I wouldn't mind Lucas Matisse versus Kamagai, where Lucas is at in his career. Kamagai is tough, pretty big for the division, and he's rugged. He just stopped Soto Kras, but Cotto's fighting him, and I guess it's gonna make him move up to something closer to 54. So it's just crazy. The game is crazy. Like the fights we want to see, they have to take a back seat to random fights. Why would Cotto fight Kamagai? You know what I mean? He already got slack for fighting Kirkland, coming off a long layoff yet again and a knockout. And then you're going to go fight Kamagai, who's even less equipped in the 150-pound division. But let me know what you guys think of Freddie Roach's comments about Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. Good future fight. I'm trying to think of if I would rather see Mikey Garcia Pacquiao, who the two have sparred, and I heard there were some wars, or Mikey Garcia Lomachenko. But a lot of good fights in store for Mikey Garcia. His career bounced back in a major way after leaving Top Rank and beating the whole strike or whatever he was on, where he wasn't fighting for them. So I'm anxious to see what this turns out and what's next, because Pacquiao, I don't really want to see him keep fighting Jesse Vargas, Jeff Horn, and you know what I mean, pulling guys that bring little to his legacy or bring little to anything. Let me know what you guys think of Freddie Roach's comments. Again, link in the description. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.